Hi guys, thank you ever so much for being kind enough to join us. First and foremost, we're going to make about 10 first videos completely raw, unedited, without any scripting, just freestyle, because one of the most common one of the limiting belief systems that I get from the budding content creators and on enlightened entrepreneurs is that JP, I don't have the skill set, I don't have the talent, I don't think I'm good enough, and there's an infinite litany of the reasons why you shouldn't be following your highest excitement and living the life that you truly deserve. We'll be focusing on dismantling those disempowering belief systems, as many people call them, but for the time being, I would like you to know two things, if you'll be kind enough to indulge me. Number one, in the age of AI slop and in the age of copy and paste content, in the marketplace of ever diminishing attention span, one of the most important currencies is authenticity. It's your true self that just flows from the bottom of your heart. So many people are relating to that. So if you can give that to the people who will be kind enough and blessed to co-create this content, because it's not about content creation, it's not about content consumption, it's about content co-creation. We are not building the television/YouTube channel, we are building a community here, and please bear that in mind. Second thing I would like to bring to your attention, if you'll be so kind, is that all those limiting belief systems that might be holding you back at this moment in time, whatever they might be, because there's 9.1 billion humans on the planet Earth, there's a very high probability some of them, in fact quite a lot of them, no matter how unique your circumstances might be, most humans will be able to relate to it. So this is a plot twist of your character arc, that those things that you thought that are holding you back, this is actually how you connect with your audience in terms of being relatable. Because there's, let's just say that for the argument's sake, there's 1% of people who are sharing your condition, whatever it may be, however you wish to define it. That means that there's literally hundreds of thousands of people that can relate to your circumstances, and if your character arc is overcoming those challenges, they find it relatable, and that creates, once again, authenticity, and that creates connection with, excuse me that term, I'm going to use it because there's so many refugees from the corporate world that will be coming here. That's how you make your, that's how you profile the niche of your market. That's how you identify the specific segment of humanity which is very interested in hearing what you have to say, because your unique circumstances maybe will be relatable to how they can copy and paste, they can transfer your algorithm of life and help themselves overcoming their challenges. So in other words, your unique challenges are not a liability, they might be your greatest asset. So please bear that in mind. Authenticity and relatability, which leads us to the subject of the first video, which is the size and symmetry of your why. Now, if you'll be kind enough to indulge me, before you do anything in your life from hence moment forth, not just if it's, doesn't matter if it's romance or whether it's personal, whether it's family life, social life, business, whatever you do in life, if you can do that tiny exercise for me and just go through that equation, and that equation is composed of three verticals like the letter Y. It's the right hand side, left hand side, and the bottom side of it. So we're going to go through all three verticals one after another. The right hand side, it's known to almost everyone, whether you are in the British or American setting of the business community. You'll be very well acquainted with that, because this is one of the most important questions that people in the business community ask, which is the 5 questions. What's in it for me? How do I benefit from that? So we're not going to spend too much time on that, because that vertical is very known to humanity. So I think it doesn't deserve much explanation. But if instead of material things and financial remuneration, if you can also focus, how does it make me feel? Does it give me fulfillment? And does it get me closer to my dreams and aspirations? And of course, we're going to be talking about setting goals and plans, all of that. But if you can just expand your frame of reference with regards to what's in it for me, I would be most appreciative if you'll be kind enough to do that for me, please. So that's your right hand side vertical. What's in it for me? Your left hand side vertical, it's what's in it for us. Now, how do you define us? Walt Disney has said that you can have the most amazing dream, but it will take people to realize it. And I would like you to take a moment to appreciate it, that alone you cannot do anything. I don't care what it is, whether you want to do the content creation or influencing or e-commerce, or you want to have the physical business, brick and mortar, or you want to flip properties, or you want to play stock exchange, or you want to start a political party or a social enterprise or travel the world. Whatever it is that you want to do, almost always it's going to involve people and your ability to connect with those people and develop your audience, if you indulge me that nomenclature. I don't call it an audience. What we are building here is a community. What you guys are my spiritual family. I don't call it the market. I don't call it subscribers. I don't use those terms. So if you be kind enough to forgive me. But us is essentially the simplest way of defining it, and you can change that definition however you wish. This is your game of life. You play it however you please. But in general, most of the time, the us is the seven people that you spend most time with. And that, of course, includes the closest biological family, if you are blessed with biological family, or maybe it's a spiritual family, maybe it's the family of friends. But it's essentially the 7 people you spend the most time with. This is your team. These are the people who will take you there, so to speak, and you must take them with you. So they have their own goals and dreams, you have your goals and dreams, and you have to correlate, you have to synchronize, you have to act as one. And more you are supportive of one another, greater cohesion you will get, more you will act as one solid unit. And of course there are going to be disagreements, but every time you ask yourself what's in it for me, always ask what's in it for us. Not just us, that where we're going as an organization or a team or a business or a social enterprise or a political party, but also individually. Every one of those people have their own aspirations and dreams, and they all have to be respected. And that's why it's super important to focus on both of them at the same time. Quite a lot of people, well, quite a lot of, I'm ever so sorry for being so presumptuous, but overwhelming majority of people that fail, what they do, they unbalance the equation. They make it a tick sign, that they focus on what's in it for me, but they neglect what's in it for us. They are self-centered, they are egocentric, they are, excuse me that term, service to self. They are falling to the dark side of the force, if you indulge me that metaphor. So what's in it for me, what's in it for us? And once again, don't focus just on remuneration. Don't focus on, how much profit or how many subscriptions or how many votes will we get. It's deeper than that. It has to be emotional. There has to be emotional capital, and there has to be also the question, is it getting us closer to where we want to be as an organization, and where each and every one of the member of us will be, whatever their particular proclivities might be. So that's those two. Now, one is not more important than the other. You have to pay attention to both, and they have to be growing exponentially simultaneously. You have to pay attention to both. However, there's a plot twist here yet again. Both of them are built upon, and this is the most important part, if you ask any builder, he will tell you that, because that's what it is. When you start a project, when you start a startup or a YouTube channel, whatever it is that you're doing, it's similar to architecture, that you are building a building, whether it's a shed or whether it's a garage, whether it's semi-detached or whether it's a skyscraper. Every great builder will tell you the most important part, the journey of the 1,000 miles, starts with a single step. That single step in building is foundation, the foundational basis. And that's why is so important. And the foundational basis for me and us, it's that part of the equation which is almost almost always is being neglected by humanity to the detriment to us, and everyone else involved. And I'm gonna, if you'll be kind enough to indulge me, I'm gonna use the language of memes to make it approachable to the largest possible audience. We're gonna talk about this wonderful meme. There's a Iron Man 2 with incredible Robert Downey Jr. And if you haven't heard about it, I honestly don't know what to say to you. There's actually absolutely no excuse. I mean, he's an amazing, amazing, amazing human being. But anyway, in Iron Man 2, the very first scene, spoiler alert, very first scene is that he's flying into the star, the event that they have had, I can't even remember what it was. Essentially, it was like a giant event to promote his business. And there was a massive crowd, and there were ladies dancing around, presenting him as the main event on his, I think it was Star Enterprise, whatever. It was promotion of his business, promotion of his brand, promotion of himself and ourselves. And there's that beautiful line that brings us to the third vertical. He said, it's not about me, it's not about us, it's about the one. It's about the entirety of humanity. It's about each and every human being that lives right now at this very moment. And I appreciate it might sound very grandiose, but that's the difference between those people. If you want to play the game of life, especially the money game, that's the difference between millionaires, multimillionaires, billionaires, and multi-billionaires. What's in it for the one? What's in it for the billions of your fellow human beings who right now, they might need your product, they might need your service, they might need your branding. Most importantly, as I keep on telling to the content creators and entrepreneurs, you are the product, you are the brand, you are the storyline. The best thing you have to offer to the planet is you. And once again, I appreciate it might sound a bit grandiose because there's so many of our brothers and sisters who are so ridden with fear-based consciousness, and they're just like, no, this is too much. This is a, beloved one, you do not have a slightest idea how far this content that you'll be co-creating with us, how far this content will go. You don't know how far it can go. It's like one key person can completely turn around your entire enterprise. So my policy is do it the best you can, or don't bother at all, and do it with the greatest good of everyone involved in mind. What you are building here with your business or your content or your family life, it's not about financial freedom. It's not about impact. These are beautiful attributes and they're beautiful goals. But the most important thing that you will come to realize that you are co-creating here is your legacy. Your children, if you are blessed with children, God bless you. If you don't want children, not a problem. This is all-inclusive channel. Everyone is invited. Your children, of course, will be the most important part of the legacy, but your content is the continuation and complementation of that legacy. And I want you to take it super seriously, that if you really start mastering the game of life, which I sincerely hope you will, and I will do everything within my modest capacity to give you the greatest tools to make it happen, you will be touching millions of lives, and that might be happening after your casket drops. So please, 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 I'm begging you, take it supremely seriously, because you're not creating content, you're not creating business, you're not creating social enterprise, you're creating a legacy which can touch billions of human lives. And that will live on long after you're gone if you play the game of life correctly. So please, I'm begging you, this is super serious. Now, even though I want you to have fun, this is a great fun, the content creation, communicating with people all over the globe, it's unreal. It's super exciting. You're going to have so much fun. Having said that, it's highest excitement and it's great responsibility. Remember what the Uncle Ben, Spider-Man's uncle, has said: with great power, Peter, comes great responsibility. So that power is your power of influencing the bottom vertical, what's in it for the one, not just the entirety of humanity, but the entirety of the planet and the entirety of all humans that will come after us to inherit what's left of this planet. No, I'm joking, I'm kidding. It's so it was a bit it was a bit negative, sorry for that. No. So this is the bottom vertical, and the bottom vertical is not the most important. It is, as ancient Romans have called it, primus inter pares, first amongst equals. It is the foundational basis. If you don't have sufficient bottom vertical, the top verticals do not matter. That's the difference between those people who will not make an impact, who will not touch hundreds of thousands or millions or billions of lives, depending how far you want to take it, depending how much do you want to follow your highest excitement, how much you want to empower the people around you to follow their highest excitement. And then it becomes contagious. One of the most important parts is your ability to convey emotion and share that energy called love / passion / excitement, whatever you choose to classify it as. But when people have fun, miracles begin, honestly. So I wish you on that journey everything which is the best. I wish you the greatest health, greatest abundance, greatest realization for you, your team, and the entirety of the planet. I wish you're going to have so much fun. And we're going to be talking in the next video about each and every vertical, what they mean exactly, how to focus on maximizing your verticals. But at the same time, this is the essence of the size and symmetry of your wine. Maximize what's in it for me, maximize what's in it for us, maximize what's in it for the one, for the entirety of human experience on this beautiful planet. Thank you ever so much. You've got, I mean, if you lasted this long, you've got incredible attention span by average standard. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I shall see you in the next video, if you'd be kind enough to join me. Thank you so much. Bye.